Hello, so I've been wanting to talk about the wilderness journey to the promised land for a while now, and I want to bring you to Deuteronomy 8:2. And it says, "And you shall remember that the Lord your God led you all the way these 40 years in the wilderness to humble you and test you, to know what was in your heart, whether you would keep his commandments or not." So, the wilderness journey to the promised land is not an easy journey. And throughout this journey, God does a lot of testing. It's a lot of growth, preparation, and surrender. He teaches you how to surrender to His desires and His will because, of course, He knows what's best, and His will is always greater than our will. Now, when it comes to the wilderness, it's difficult in the sense that, there's a lot of crying involved, there's a lot of waiting, there's a lot of uncertainty and doubt. This is where you learn how to trust God. You learn about who He is, and you um, get better acquainted to how He does things, and you get to hear His voice better. But we also miss this point of growth. Now, growth is very important, especially before you reach the promised land. Growth. He sends trials your way in order to refine you, to strip pride from you, to help you to have develop fruits of the spirit: patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and so on. He also helps you become more spiritually mature. You need all of these things in order to stay in the promised land. A lot of times people want to rush into the promised land, but when they get there, they don't have the character to sustain them. And that can be a problem. And God doesn't want you to go to the promised land and end up failing and end up, losing everything that He has given you. So this time in the wilderness is you really need it, and you really need to. Well, I'm speaking to myself too. I really need to. Whenever I feel sad, whenever I just don't want to go through any trials or any testing, and I'm tired of being pruned, I have to remember that I need this, and God is allowing me to go through these things because I need it. And He's good, and He's a good Father, and He doesn't want me to lose out on all that He has in store for me. And the same thing goes for you. So I encourage you to just allow God to do what He needs to do inside of you, so that way He can use you, and that way you can take hold of all of His promises and His destiny for your life. So have a beautiful day. God bless you, and keep in touch. Amen.